Can you text Aisha to see if she sees it? Oh, you see it. Check, 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 check. Check, check. You want me to send it? There it is. Oh. Oh. Check, check, check.
Greetings from the city of Fort Meade. I am Assistant City Manager Amy Wheeler, and we have CRA Director Lakia Johnson, who will give us an overview of the application process for the CRA grants, which take applications tomorrow.
I am thrilled, again, like you said, I'm Lakia Johnson, I'm the CRA Director, so I am thrilled to just give you a brief information in regards to the intake process for our community redevelopment grant programming that kicks off tomorrow, October 1st. So I'm super excited. And I wanted to have a town hall meeting or wanted to have residents to come in or business owners to come in just to see what the intake process looks like. Applications go live in the morning. They will go live in the morning on our Facebook. I'm sorry, our website, our Fort Meade City of Fort Meade website. You'll be able to click the link, print out what you need to print out, what is information about the programming for commercial or residential. But I want to just have an intimate session with you guys here in person, and then also we are live. Hello there. So we are live as well in person. If you want to come on down to the commission's chamber. We're just down here just going over some of the material. So the first one I want to go over is our residential improvement program. That is a program if you income qualified and you're in the CRA area, this program is afforded to you. It's a grant. You do not have to pay this grant back.
and we are on our YouTube channel. So once our director gets started, she'll just run straight through, but we'll have questions and answers at the end.
So you have the material, and those for the ones that are on YouTube, you're just gonna go to the material. The first one is the residential improvement program. And this goes over the application process. We have two levels of grant disbursements. That's level one and a level two. The first one is the residential improvement program. If you want to follow along with me, it says the residential improvement program provides assistance to property owners within the specified target areas. Eligible projects include essential exterior repairs or enhancements to the properties to improve safety, property values, and aesthetics of the neighborhood. Applicants must apply to the CRA office by email, or in person. The CRA office is located on the second floor. Right now, I'm on the first floor of the City Hall, 8 West Broadway Avenue, Fort Meade, Florida 33841. Once the application is approved, this is the major part. Once the application is approved, a contractor will be assigned to your project. Applications will be accepted and awarded on first come, first served basis when funding is available. I'm going to repeat that sentence again to everyone on our YouTube and it's in our audience. Applications will be accepted and awarded first come, first served basis when funding is available. Right now, we do have funding that it is public knowledge. It's $100,000 that's been set aside for residential. This is not including commercial. This is for residential only. Application number one, complete the application. We're going to do income verification, current photograph of your property, any historical photographs of the structures if applicable, images of architectural styles or features the owner likes. So, for example, if there's a certain fencing that you would like, or windows or doors or paint, roofing, those things that you like, we need pictures of those as well. We want to make sure we satisfy the residents. I know you're saying it's a grant. Well, some people say it's a grant, you get what you get. No, it's a grant that we want to make sure that your neighborhood looks good and that you are satisfied. Provide staff and the contractor access to the exterior spaces of the house. Our contractor for residential improvement, our residential improvement program is Habitat for Humanity. I will be working alongside of them. Nothing will be done till you see it and you sign off on it. Now, our YouTubers are hearing as well. Nothing is done till we see it and sign off on it, meaning they show us what they're going to do, how it's going to be done, the materials. All of that is aligned what doesn't then have to be approved by myself, our city manager, assistant city manager as well. An initial site meeting, again, will be scheduled once the property is ready for a contractor assignment. Again, our contractor will be East Hope Habitat for Humanity. Following the initial meeting, the house will be placed in one of the following categories. So I want to make sure we hear this. There's two categories. We have level one and level two. Level one, eligible work includes repair or replacement of eaves, fascia board, gutters, and downspouts, scraping and painting or other protective covering repairs, screen repairs, window, landscaping, window repair and replacement, damaged wood replacement, fence repairs, and front door enhancement or replacements. $5,000 is the grant maximum. If additional work is desired, which goes beyond the maximum and or scope of the residential improvement program, the owner may enter into a separate agreement with the contractor. The CRA must receive a copy of the signed agreement. For example, if you receive the maximum, which is $5,000, and you see there's something else you want done that can be done, and it's $7,500, we do the math, $5,000, CRA covers, $2,500 you cover. And that's something that will be signed, sealed, and delivered. Level two. Again, we have two levels of coverage and grant coverage. Level two, houses with termite damage and or roof damage qualify for a level two. You can't get a new roof, a level two. Eligible work includes repair or replacement of eaves, fascia boards, gutters, and downspouts, scraping and painting or other protective covering repairs, screen repairs, windows, landscaping, window repair and replacement, damaged wood replacement, fence repairs, and front door enhancements or replacement, termite treatment, wood and roof repair replacement. This maximum grant is $25,000. That's a level 2. If additional work is desired, which goes beyond the maximum or scope of the residential improvement program, the owner may enter into a separate agreement with the contractor. The CRA must receive a copy of the signed agreement. Again, if your work is $35,000 and your maximum approved grant is $25,000, you will be allowed for the $10,000. So far, so good, y'all. Everybody's good. Our YouTubers are good as well. Eligibility, I'm on the second page here for residential. Residential improvement program is available to property owners within Fort Meade Community Redevelopment Area that are income qualified at or below the 80% area median income, AMI. Governmental entities and not-for-profit entities are ineligible, with exception for those paying property taxes. This program is intended for single-family duplexes, townhouses, rental homes, units are ineligible. Property taxes, property insurance, and mortgage payments must be current. I'm going to bring in the future our new code enforcement officer to let us know if you have liens as well. You have to make sure liens are clear before we're able to give you a grant as well. Applicant is allowed a one-time use of qualified grant funds for 5 years. If you get it in 2025, you have to wait to 2030 to get it again, to receive those funds again. Applicant agrees to allow the CRA to photograph the project or use in future publications. Those, what we call before and after pictures. If you qualify for the roof, we're gonna take a picture of what the damage is to your roof now, and then afterwards, we'll take more pictures. That's good on us, especially for the county when we submit for our annual report. Those are the things we place in our annual report so we see that we are using the CRA dollars the right way. Scope of services. Staff will schedule a site meeting with the owner and the contractor to discuss needs, desires, and budget. CRA staff must be present at this meeting. I want you to trust me, and I want you to be there as well, so that I'm going to make the right decisions for you as well. I keep it honest, open, and transparent, and I want you to do the same with me. If it's something that you don't like, you don't have to do it. Flexible that way, but I'll talk with the contractor as well. The contractor will provide staff with an itemized cost estimate for proposed work. There will be no undercover like change orders or anything happening that you don't know about. You will know as all the work is done. This proposal must be approved by the CRA prior to work commencing. Upon completion, the contractor must submit notification of work completion and the final invoice to the CRA staff. Contractor should not hand anyone any invoices. There's not nothing that you take care of, it's something that I take care of. It's in the office, myself in the finance department. Actually, some things are already be taken care of before you even see it. An inspection of the work will be conducted prior to project closeout and payment. That's a good one right there. So once everything is done, the work is done, the inspector will come out and inspect the work, make sure it is right. We do not give a payment to the contractor. I do not give a payment to Habitat if the work is not done. I have to see it first, get it approved by the inspector, and then we'll go from there. Exclusions. I have a background in insurance, and so I would love to look at those, what the exclusion looks like. I want you to also hear the exclusions. The contractor will not make any representation regarding the dwelling structural soundness, code compliance, because we have a code person, environmental issues, and or real property title encroachment problems, or any other issue not readily discernible, from casual view of street elevation. They can't make those decisions. The contractor will endeavor to provide service in a timely fashion, but it will be provided a schedule allows us, the contractor knows otherwise. The work will be derived from the contractor's suggestions, residence agreement, and for Fort Meade Community Redevelopment approval. All work will comply with the Land Development Code. Interior work is prohibited. Applicants are advised that grant funds are provided at the sole discretion of the CRA Advisory Board, and the findings stated in the recommendations do not create entitlement to funding. Any questions before I go on anything else? Okay. Available assistance. This one is almost done, y'all. Available assistance. The CRA Advisory Board will set the amount of assistance available. And I told you what that was for the fiscal year in the annual budget. The standard maximum grant contributions per application is set at $5,000 for level 1, that's the max, and $25,000 for level 2, that's the max for level 2. The CRA Advisory Board may raise or lower this amount at any time upon a majority vote of its members. CRA staff reserves the right to evaluate applications for compatibility with program goals. Again, they can amend it and say we want to put more monies into the first 10 houses that Lakia has done were a success. We want to give another $100,000 to another 10 houses. So that's what when they say we can amend it to higher or lower. I've never seen a CRA board say let's go lower. You know, it's either keep it where it is or add more money to it. Exploration of residential improvement program assistance. Applicants, our YouTubers that are on there who are applicants, must meet with the contractor within 30 days from the date the CRA staff approves residential improvement grant application, and all work must be completed within 60 days of approval of the contractor's itemized cost proposal, or the award will expire. Extensions may be granted by CRA staff under special circumstances. So once it's us together, working together, collaborating together, making sure that the work gets done in a timely manner. We don't want to extend the work. We don't want to, because there's permits that are involved as well. So we want to make sure that the work is done in a timely manner, and you don't want to lose that grant. It means I'm not ready yet, or although I have it, you know, some things happen, and I don't want to say drop the ball, but some things happen, and procrastination sets in. So you want to make sure once you're awarded, the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court to get everything done as well. So that is our residential programming.
And
There
Ms.
is an
Johnson,
application that goes live tomorrow morning. It goes live tomorrow morning, and we will have applications here at the front desk. So they're already printed out, they're already ready to go. There's an application, 2-page application, and also that information page you have will be with it as well. So this application will be ready in the morning, 8 a.m. I will be here. Ready to talk. If you want to come down and talk, come to my office, you can. I'm here all day to go over the application. Hopefully you get to see it on YouTube, or you make it on down here and speak with me tonight. But I want to keep it it is self-explanatory, but I wanted to meet with some of the residents and also the ones that are on YouTube that want to hear more about the programming. So the application goes live on our website, our Support Me website. You'll see it in the morning. You'll be able to click on it and download it and go from there, or come inside the office and pick up an application packet. The packets will be ready for you. Once you get that packet, I want to make sure I stress this enough. Once you get that packet, it's telling you what you need to have. It's telling you in there what all that needs to have. Pictures of your improvement. You have your. I'm sorry. So it's telling you in that body of the application, completed application, income verification, a current photograph. If you have something historical, images of architectural style. For example, this is the type of fence I want. It's at Home Depot. You see, it says something like that there. So these are the things. It's not a race to the finish line, but you want to make sure you kind of get these things done within the week you pick up the application. I would say, if you really want to be chosen, because again, in the body of the letter it says first come, first serve, first come, first serve. But if I reach the goal, which I know we will reach the goal of spending the $100,000, there is more in my budget to take care of more homes. We do have the flexibility to amend. Flexibility to amend. The other portion of our grants is for commercial facade grant application. And this is for interior and exterior. Interior and exterior for someone who wants to like build out a restaurant, or a clothing apparel store, or a flower shop, a bakery. We were welcoming, you see I'm saying these items because we were welcoming these type of things, or a beef O'Brady's, or whatever you want to bring to our downtown area here in Fort Meade. I'm so happy that this kicks off tomorrow. I have butterflies, but I know that we are already kicked this off as well. I'm just going to read briefly some of the items from our commercial exterior and interior programming. The intent of the program is to support the revitalization of the commercial corridors of the Fort Meade CRA by stimulating private investment in improvements that enhance the appearance of buildings and properties and eliminate blight and non-conforming design standards. We're at the table now with code in regards to how things look on downtown and on MLK. We want things to really look nice, and I'm somewhat of a posh type of girl, country girl, so I like to see things really nice and put together and pristine. Moreover, it is the intent of this program to encourage improvements to private properties that go well beyond what is required under the City of Fort Meade's Land Development Code to enhance the form, function, and design quality of this redevelopment district. The Commercial Exterior Improvement Matching Grant. This grant is totally different from residential. Residential, that's a grant given, that's not paid back. Commercial, you pay, if you build out, say one of our residents here build out, say they're gonna build a mom and pop restaurant, soul food restaurant, and the cost to build it out is $40,000. You would pay the $40,000 first, we will reimburse you in the end. All right. So the commercial exterior improvement matching grant is a reimbursement up to $10,000 that can be used toward any exterior architectural improvement to the facade, and eligible site improvements. The properties located along US Highway 17 and Broadway shall be eligible for 50% reimbursement of the project cost not to exceed $10,000. Again, anyone wants something done, enhancements for their business, US 17 and Broadway shall be eligible for 50% reimbursement. 50% reimbursement. If getting new doors in your restaurant is $5,000, we will pay $2,500 of that. Reimburse you that. Those properties located along Martin Luther King Jr. Street shall be eligible for 75% reimbursement project costs, not to exceed $10,000. And I know someone is probably saying one is 50%, one is 75%. We are trying to encourage businesses to come to our MLK corridor. We want that to happen. How do we do that? We have to show an incentive that we want to definitely help them out. Again, $10,000, you have a project and you meet the criteria, and what you have is $10,000. You'll submit that invoice to us. We pay 75% of that invoice. That's on the MLK street. That's on MLK, the Martin Luther King Jr. Street. Again, we want businesses on that street, so this is what the incentive to draw businesses that way. The application process, complete the application form, a project schedule. So this is something I would sit down with that business owner and say, tell me your project schedule. What do you want to do and see done? Photographs of the existing building and the proposed project or proposed project area. Schematic drawings illustrating proposed work or pictures with project description outlined. Descriptions of materials to be used, the construction procedure, and colors. 3 itemized cost estimates. We always use 3 itemized cost estimates even when we request RFPs. RFPs here, sometimes we do it in 3s. We want to have it in 3s. Eligibility for commercial exterior, same thing with interior, so they run hand in hand. So interior and exterior are the same as far as the eligibility and the application process. The Commercial Exterior Improvement Grant Program is available to commercial property owners and business owners within the designated commercial corridors in the Fort Meade Community Redevelopment Area. Those corridors are US Highway 17 and Broadway and Martin Luther King Jr. Street. Governmental entities and not-for-profit entities are not eligible, with the exception for those paying property taxes. In the event the property is sold or transferred to a governmental or not-for-profit entity within 5 years of the payment of grant funds, the grant recipient will reimburse The CRA a prorated percentage of the grant award equal to the percentage that the number of months left in the 5-year period at the time of sale or transfer bears to the full 5-year period. Meaning, if you get the building and you don't want it anymore, and you send the city, and you give it to someone else or a not-for-profit or anything like that, you have to pay that money back. You have to pay that money back. That's not ours just to give away. Grants are intended for rehabilitation and restoration only. New construction is ineligible. All projects must include facade improvements. Projects with only site improvements will not be considered. Maximum allowable award. The program provides for a one-time reimbursement up to $10,000 per property for eligible facade improvements. Multiple buildings, parcels, improvements made to multiple buildings on a single parcel or improvements made to a single building located on the multiple parcels under the same ownership are eligible for the above stated amount, meaning I own 3 consecutive buildings here on Broadway. All of those are eligible because they're under one thing here. It's not saying that you can't be approved for the actual grant because you have 3 multiple under one owner. All right, eligible applicants include owners of commercial properties and business owners located, again, in the designated areas. Eligible areas, the commercial corridors, this is the last part here. Eligible areas, the commercial corridors facade and site improvement program is currently available in the following targeted areas: US Highway 17, Broadway Avenue, and Martin Luther King Jr. Street. Eligible improvements. Any exterior architectural improvements to the street side facade may be eligible for program assistance. Improvements may include one or more of the following: signs, excuse me, removal of old and the design, production, and installation of new signs or installation of new signs. Awnings, canopies, so you've seen those done before. Removal of old and the design, production, and installation of new awnings and canopies. Facades. Work performed on any exterior street-facing storefront of the primary building, including cleaning, masonry, painting, window or door replacement of repairs or rebuilding historic storefronts. We have a few here. Exterior painting should not exceed 20% of the scope of work, and the grant proceeds unless part of an art installation as described below. Art installation is some people have murals, and so CRA, we do murals is where we collab with other businesses to do their murals. We'll do a mural. Walls, fencing, and landscaping includes work to replace and or add appropriate fencing or landscaping to hide incompatible or negative site elements such as storage yards, dumpsters, outdoor fabrications, or work areas. This type of work should not exceed 20% of the scope of work or the grant proceeds. You have some buildings that just have all of their stuff out in elements that everybody can see. It is not pretty. So you want to kind of put a fence around and clean it up. Hopefully you have some people come in that would like to do that. Architectural fees, not to exceed 20% of the grant amount, up to the max of $10,000. Art installations, this is the murals that I would love to do. And there are also traffic calming devices as well. I'm thinking about should we do one of the crosswalk, but I'll get with you regards to that. Yeah. Art installations or works of art created by artists exhibiting the highest quality of skill, aesthetic principles, and includes all forms of visual art, specifically murals. I love traffic calming devices, so it's special on the streets where everybody's like zooming through the streets and traffic. It really works. I don't know if I'm trying to say it really works. I've seen it work. All right. There is a point system for commercial. There's a point system. It's 100 points. Private contributions, 0 to 5,000. It just goes off the point system. And again, and then location. Again, like I said, we're trying to encourage business to come to the MLK corridor. And so that alone is 20 points. You want to get up to 100 points in order to be eligible. Applicants that score below 60 points will be recommended for denial. That doesn't mean it's a hard no. We just have to look at it as much as possible to see who needs to help first, who has the most blighted area. You have to make sure I take care of that first. Applicants that are denied for this program may appeal their request to the CRA Advisory Board and its next regular scheduled meeting. The CRA Advisory Board will determine by supermajority vote that an appealed application is approved or denied without conditions. The applicant will be notified in writing of board's decisions within 5 business days of the board meeting. I want to stop right there. The point system is not just based on what your CRA director that I see. So you have inspectors that will go out with me as well, and then we also will give that information over to our CRA board, which is also our commissioners. So that's not solely on me. I want everybody to know, like, oh, Kia picked that one, or she picked that out, or that one's pink and that's her favorite color. No, it's a whole point system that's in our selection criteria. So I want to make sure one thing that our interim city attorney, city manager is saying is policy. Make sure we have policy and procedures in place. So no one's saying someone is on a whim making their own decisions. It's already in place. We have selection criteria. All right. Let me see one more thing here. Applicants are advised that grant funds are provided at the sole discretion. Oh, I just said that. Of course, yes, the sole discretion of our CRA Advisory Board, and the findings stated in the recommendation do not create an entitlement to funding. An entitlement to funding, I want to make sure everybody knows that as well. So if you are coming down to pick up an application or online on our website, it'll go live in the morning. Please do. My door is open. Please come by. Please come and see me. Sit down and talk with me. That is what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for. So if someone said, I don't want to be a burden, or I don't want to, like I'm just encroaching on you. You are not. That is what I'm here for. To go over these items with you and see the success of these programs for our community. Some people may have liens that are out there for 10, 15, 20 years. You want to look into that, see how those things can be handled and completed so you can qualify for one of the grants. You don't want to just leave it out there. It is my vision and purpose that every house is touched that is eligible, that every house is touched and taken care of. That is what the money is for, and that's what I'm going to make sure it's used for. That is why I wanted to separate the grants. I want to put it all in one bag and pick from there. I want everybody to have their own grants. If you're residential, you want residential, here it is. If you want commercial, here it is. And so hopefully this is a success. I'm excited about it. So stop right here and ask if I have any questions or comments or concerns. No? Anybody?
I don't see questions on mine. I do want to ask that those in the audience and those who are online, reshare this presentation. We do start applications on October 1st, which is tomorrow. So you may share this live video with all that you feel may be interested in our program.
Yes, please do. Let them know it's live. It's on YouTube, so they can pick it up and look at it. But again, come to the office, come see me. I'm here Monday through Friday. And also, we are equipping our staff to also answer questions. But I'd rather, because it's just kicking off and it's my baby, so I'm hold my own baby. And so it's just kicking off. So I'm here to talk. And if you're patient and there's a few people here, we can come in the room and talk. If you want to talk privately as well. I'll have your information, which will be stored and locked when it comes down to the deed of your home and things like this. This is something I've taken care of when I was the deputy CRA manager in Haines City. So those things will be locked, and I know I've gained the trust of the community, and hopefully that trust can go even deeper. So thank you to our assistant city manager for being here as well and seeing this through with me, and I'm super excited. You will hear more also a presentation from at 5:30 on our next meeting, CRA meeting, 5:30 October 14th from Habitat. From me, and they'll give you a little bit more in depth of what they'll be doing with me, collaborating with me, partnering with me as well. What I'm not doing is saying, hey, Habitat, here's the application, have at it. No, I'm there every step of the way. We're not, I don't wanna say that I'm micromanaging, but I wanna make sure everything is done right and satisfaction to all Fort Waynians that are eligible.
And so at this time, we are going to end the formal presentation online. Thank you very much, CRA
Thank you all so
Director.
much for coming out. Thank you YouTubers that are out there as well.